Ash Canyon just gave us 2 gifts. One less generous than the other, perhaps. Gift number 1, broken ribs. Gift number 2, a dead moose. Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of the Long Dark in our Against All Odds series, where I did just kill a moose with a revolver. Yeah, that's a thing that happened. And I'm going to need to do a couple of things right now. My life is only at about 50%, thanks to said moose. I need to find some wood to keep this fire going. And I would also see, I would like to see if I can find my arrow that I fired in this general area. It shouldn't be far. There it is. And there's a second arrow that I should also be able to find if I spend a little time looking around. But honestly, I think what I should do... This fire doesn't need to last much longer. How much... I've got 1 stick on me. Here's what I'm going to do. Now that the moose is gone and I can wander around a little bit. First of all, how long does it take? Oh, did I leave the frickin'... Oh, wait, no. You have to place it this way. There we go. Let's... Yeah, heat up a cup of coffee. Drink that. Give myself a little bit of extra energy and warmth. Use the last of the fire for that. And then I will also use the last of the fire for this torch. Ooh, and it's a nice big torch. Cool. All right, so I'm going to try and keep this torch going. I'm going to wander around for a moment and just grab some more sticks. This is the area where the moose was. So I wasn't able to come here previously and grab sticks, but now I can. Watch there be like a bear or a wolf in this area too, just to add insult to injury. That'd be hilarious. And by hilarious, I mean devastating. But yeah, we are now in a very good position. The cracked ribs injury does kind of render me unable to do the next things. Hello, scrub brushes. 23 minutes. Honestly, this fur limb is much more interesting to me than any scrub brush. But it's going to take 58 minutes to chop up, whereas this is going to take, 23 minutes. It's still a lot of time. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. That'll at least help me get a fire going. Oh, good, fog. Nice, more sticks. Perfect. So now I'm just going to kind of make my way back toward not only the moose kill itself, but towards our cave. We really got lucky with where the moose actually died, because it's not far from the cave. Those 2 limbs right there are, if you remember last episode, that's where I had to go to find limbs when I wandered this way, and I found one and chopped it up, and now the moose is actually here.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
Which means our cave is actually right up here. All right, so still keeping an eye out for, any friends. I would hate to be caught off guard right now. A wolf would be deadly. Especially a full health wolf that I wasn't able to hurt in any way. I did get my arrows back, so let's take a look at that real quick. Yep. Got 4 arrows total, 3. So yeah, that was my mistake. I knocked an arrow and totally forgot, that the number changes when you have an arrow knocked. So like, I thought I had no arrows left in the last episode, and then surprised myself right as I was going to wrap up. And I was going to begin this episode with the moose hunt, but then I realized that I actually had another arrow with which to take the shot. That was a beautiful gift. So yeah, we got multiple gifts from the Long Dark in the last episode. All right, now if I come all the way to the back of this cave, it is nice and warm. What's it feel like? 51 degrees back here. Nice. All right, so here's our bedroll. Campfire. You know what? Let me not stand right over that. There we go. Just seems like maybe a bad idea. Fire Striker's already at 58% condition, which hurts my soul. There's nothing I can do about that.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Now, we don't have a ton of wood, unfortunately, so we're going to have to nurse this fire for a bit. Thankfully, we're fairly well rested. I'm going to literally put all of those sticks on the fire. Unapologetically. And now, let's see. Since the fog came in, I'm pretty confident going back and getting that fir limb, to be honest. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and place the skillet. Let's cook some... I mean, it doesn't... Yeah, I'll go ahead and cook one of the coffees. Or heat one of the coffees, I should say. And let's just pass time for a moment. Done. Okay. Backed out of that. We're going to pick that up. I'll probably leave my bedroll here. There's no sense bringing it with me. Why am I showing... Oh, cracked ribs. That's right. That's right. Cracked ribs is actually reducing my carrying capacity a good bit. I can also break down some of the other things I'm carrying. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, cool. Well, that's lovely. Let's drop some things that are maybe a little bit heavier, but that I don't need right now. And go ahead and put the skillet down, for example. And that way I'm not as encumbered while walking around. We have lots of arrow shafts, just we don't have arrow heads, unfortunately. I'm going to drop the pry bar. I'll drop the wires. Don't have that many revolver shots after that last episode. Holy crap. All right. Let's take a torch from the fire. And I'm just going to cross my fingers that... Yeah, this is going to be a challenge, because I do need to rest first and foremost. The fact that it's foggy right now is a big deal. Because it's going to be slightly warmer than it would be otherwise. That gives me a golden opportunity to go for that fir limb, and I'm going to take it. Because the fir limb will pretty much get the fire... Like, it'll take care of the fire through the night. These wolves are giving me anxiety, though. Because I'm just wondering when one of them might wander down this way. God, look how close the moose died. That's so nice. That's so nice. Just need to recover a bit of health, though. That's our number one priority at the moment. So we've got limbs over here, but there's a fir limb over by the rocks here. Let me actually sprint a little bit. I'll use up some energy, but I can afford to use up energy. What I don't want to use up is my warmth. Fir limb. Oh boy. That was faster than expected. Feels like -3. Hypothermia risk is just getting started. All right, let's head back.
Oh, so cold.
You're fine. You're fine. You're doing great. We're real proud of you. You killed a moose. You did it. You killed a moose. There's still another arrow that I have to retrieve, by the way, so I can't forget about that. But you did a real good job. Even though the moose did everything in its power to troll the ever-living out of you, you did a real good job. Alright, so now we definitely have some wood. Might be able to go out and get a little bit more after this, but I just need to warm up for a bit. There's still lots of, like, surface area out here where... God, every, like, black shape I see is giving me paranoia. Could be a wolf against the snow. Okay, now because this is fir firewood, this should actually add a good amount of time. Nice. 7 hours to that fire. And what I shall now do is we're going to cook... Do I have enough for another birch bark? I think I do, actually. Wait, no, I don't. Do I have what I need to make one? No, I don't. Damn. I guess I'd already prepared it. Oh, yeah, I remember now. Okay. So in that case, I don't want to heat up coffee. Oh, I also need to take painkillers. Good to know. Okay, so unfortunately the time that I've had since the moose attack, which hasn't been a lot, but none of those hours counted. I didn't realize that I had to do both, but now I know. And knowing is half the battle. Knowledge is power. G.I. Joe. So let's go ahead and drink a little bit more water. Probably will need to make some more before long. And actually, now that I think about it, I can drop this water. And let's take another torch off the fire and head out and see if we can find a few more sticks. Or I might just find a limb to chop up somewhere. That would be ideal. Okay, I was kind of hoping to find a few more sticks out this way. What I'm going to have to do is rest and then tomorrow come out and take care of the harvesting. All right, so here are the limbs that I was talking about. This is going to be painful, but I got to do it. Wait, are you serious? What? Did they change that? The light has to be sustained the entire time?
This is so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
Well, that really puts a damper on my plans. I thought, okay. All right. Cool. Love this. Love everything about it. Cool. Love the health I'm losing. It's great. It's great. I also love the fact that I'm now slightly disoriented. Thanks to this fog. Love it. Okay, hang on. Oh no. I shouldn't have run up to that spot, because now it's like I'm cold. Alright, there's the moose. Okay, okay, okay. I know where I am. I know where I am. I was farther than I thought I was. Wait, those are the limbs. So I need to go back the other way. Ugh, I hate this. I hate it. It's so stupid. Like, my memory of that mechanic is you can start chopping it up when you got the light and you can finish it. But no. Apparently that got fixed at some point in the distant past, and I didn't know until this learning moment. Great. 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 Total waste of time. Total waste of time. Wouldn't have done any of that if I had known that. But now I know. And knowing is half the battle. Knowledge is power. G.I. Joe. Okay. Such an insult. Freaking 3 sticks. It's not what I left with, or it's not what I intended to leave with, but anyway. Let's go ahead and cook some herbal tea. Get as much recovery out of this fire as I possibly can. I don't need the fire to last, I'm just being slightly paranoid. So what I'm going to do... I'm going to sleep for 7 hours. Because I can. That's the amount of time the game will let me sleep. I'll be warm for most of that. Even when the fire goes out, I'll still be warm. Fire should go out in the next couple of seconds. Yep. Oh, still got an hour 14 on it. Nice. Wasn't expecting that. Alright, where did that water go? Here it is. Drink that. So now our recovery timer should have started. Yeah, 113 of 120 hours. So we have a lot of work to do on this moose, basically. We'll go ahead and drop these cured hides here, because they're adding more weight than I can afford to carry around at the moment. I mean, technically, with an hour and 10 minutes still on the fire, we might be able to keep this thing going So, hang on. Yeah, I don't have any tea that I could drink right now, and I really wish I'd... Well, I do, actually. That's a lie. I could drink reishi tea. Because I'll probably find more reishi mushrooms at some point. Alright. Yeah, that treatment did... Yeah, I know it did nothing. Hold on. I should take a torch. For warmth purposes. Alright, now it's going to be super freaking cold on a morning this clear. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Like, jaw-droppingly gorgeous. I want to be careful wandering this way because I still don't trust the wildlife, basically. But I'm just looking for other limbs that might be... Or sticks, honestly, that might be close by. I think there was a limb... Okay, here's a stick. At this point, the fire doesn't actually have to keep going. I just need to have wood for a cooking fire, essentially. So I guess what I'll do... Yeah. Oh, here's a limb. Oh, that's a branch. Why did I think that was a stick? I know the visual difference between those two things, and yet... Alright, here we go. Gonna lose some health to this. Ugh. This is rough.
It's a goddamn freezing.
Yeah, the thing is, I need to be careful not to have the Milton Basin mentality of needing to keep the fire going. I'm in a cave that's warm enough. I have lots of clothing that's warm enough. I can repair it just to make absolutely sure that everything is fine. But what I really need to be doing right now is focusing on getting that moose harvested. It has lots of guts. It has a hide. The hide could give me something very useful. I've already cured one moose hide this series, but there is still more that can be done. Alright, so... Yeah, at this point, the fire, I don't need it to continue. So what I'm going to do is just drop this firewood here. Let's sort that A to Z so I can just do this. I'm going to drop the sticks as well. Also, I've got some tinder that is completely wasting space. Let's get rid of that. I do need to eat a little bit. But even more than I need to eat... Hang on, let's just read this for an hour.
God, I'd eat anything right about now.
Even more than I need to eat, I need to warm up. And I'm warmed up now. So that worked out. Oh, holy crap, did I? What the heck? I did not realize I'd eaten the rest of the wolf meat. Alright, well, let's eat this cattail stalk. That changes things slightly. I'm fine. I'm not going to lose well fed, but man, that's unplanned. I did not expect that. Okay. So, one piece at a time. This carcass is going to be very frozen. We're going to use the hacksaw to chop off bits of this meat. We'll eventually go back and get the hide and everything, but for now, I need the food. I definitely need the food. Oh, the size of this thing. All right, 14 minutes. Let's go ahead and just cut up 2 pieces. What was that noise that I just heard twice?
It's cold.
Seriously, what was that noise? Am I being... Am I being haunted by the spirit of a moose? Because I kind of feel like I am.
I'm so cold.
No, you are not. That is not a thing that's happening. Don't worry about it. Okay. We're going to do this a little bit at a time. Because there's no reason at this point.
I could eat anything.
I'm actually going to use a match to do this too. Because I have matches. And honestly, I would rather use a few of those in a low intensity situation than use my fire striker.
Come on, little fire.
Okay. Let us cook some gamey moose meat. Yep, it's going to take 45 minutes for that one to cook, but when it's done, I will have all the meat I need. Fire's going to be going for an hour, so what I could do is go ahead and put... I'll go ahead and... I'll leave the big piece off until I absolutely need it, but I can add a couple of sticks. 39 minutes. Let's go ahead and just pass time. Eat that. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Never gets old. Okay. Bit of an atmospheric change there. That's interesting. Still got this water here too, so that's good. It's not a lot of water, but it's also not nothing. All right, let's eat that, and I can probably drop the rest of it on the ground. There's actually not a lot of it left, because that's how few calories I had left. But now I need to go get some more of moose meat. A little bit at a time. And this is going to be an extremely piecemeal harvesting. I could quarter the carcass as well. That's an absolute possibility. Let's see how long that would take. Anything I do, I need to be warm enough to do it. So, that's why I'm doing it in small pieces. And so even the quartering of it is something that I need to kind of plan for and potentially light a fire. And I'd rather use my... Yeah, quartering would take 2 hours. No, thank you. Let's not worry about that right now. I'm just going to get 2 more steaks off this thing. We're going to head back. And at this point, I don't have to cook them right away. I just need to go back and warm up so I can do a little bit of reading. Finish off that book. So I'm a better gunsmith, which, such a useful skill.
I hate being cold, because I really do.
In a custom code where there are no rifles. It's useful for the revolver stuff, though. I could potentially make a ton of revolver rounds in Bleak Inlet at some point in the future. Okay, so the fire's still going. That's unexpected.
Damn, I'm freezing.
You're fine. 15 minutes. Nice. Let's go ahead and cook the other 2 then. I know I said I didn't have to cook them, but if you're going to give me this obvious of an opportunity, I will take it. All right, and while those are cooking, got an hour and 26 minutes. What I can do is read. There, I did it again. I opened up the skills screen. Let's read for an hour. Okay, both of those are cooked. And I can go ahead and take a bite out of one of them. I do need some water. Let's go ahead and work on that. All right, so now that food is no longer an imminent concern, it's time to go for the hide. Because I don't want to... In a situation where I take a really long time to get all of this done. And by the way, remember, we have cracked ribs at the moment, so I'm not going anywhere. I could potentially go some places, but climbing is the next thing that I wanted to do. And you could see the climbing rope beyond. It's the rope that I was headed to. Beyond me, like right around the same time we killed the moose. All right, we've got 15 minutes left. Oh, hang on. Hold on. I guess I will keep this fire going a little bit longer. That's just for the melting of the snow. Ah, screw it. I'll go ahead and put that down. Alright, well, since I did that, let's drink that water. And I guess, yeah, hang on, I got an idea. I'm going to heat up a coffee. I want to be careful consuming these coffees, because there's a specific reason I think I might need them. But that will warm me up a little bit. Let's take a torch. Yeah, we're a little bit encumbered at the moment. How am I doing on food? All right, good. Just want to make sure I dropped all of the steaks out there, and it looks like I did. So at this point, yeah, I want to get the hide. As I was saying a moment ago, started to say, I don't want to end up in a situation where, like, the carcass disappears. That would be problematic. It's not likely, but we've just had an update. You never know what kind of edge case bugs might show up. And I would just prefer not to tempt fate, you know? Alright, so if I go for the hide, it'll take 32 minutes to take the hide using my torch. Oh, we actually stayed relatively warm during that. Unexpected. Also interesting. Okay, that torch just went out. I have a bunch of broken down torches that I need to turn into sticks. 112 hours left on the injury recovery. Although it seems like more time has passed than that, so it's like, is that an amount of time that needs to pass, or is that amount of time spent resting? Because if that's an amount of time spent resting, I'm going to be dealing with these cracked ribs for a bit. It's not as bad as intestinal parasites, but it does make the opening of the last episode and the things that I said kind of funny when you contrast them against the affliction that I'm now suffering from. Okay, so back here, we've got this heavy-ass moose hide, and that thing's going to start curing. 14 minutes left on this fire. Let's do something about that, shall we? Two minutes. 2 minutes. Yep. Pile those on there. Although, yeah, truth be told, right now I need the fire so that I can grab a torch and go back out and get more meat off of the moose. I don't need the fire for many other purposes right now. Like, I've got water. It's not a lot, but I have enough. I have things I can drink before I go to sleep. So mainly what I just need this for is two things. Let's make this reishi tea. So that's my last reishi tea. Actually, I need to be cautious of that. So we've warmed up from that. I'm gonna take a torch from the fire, and we're gonna go get just a little bit more meat from this moose. And then I'm just gonna spend some time in this cave for a while. Do some recovery, you know. Okay, good. Recovery time went down. So it's just a raw timer. It's not rest time. Today I learned. I do think this is the first time I've ever actually gotten stomped by a moose. I think I've watched other people get stomped by a moose. I think. Also, you know what? The guts. I need to make sure I get the guts off this thing too, but... Alright, I'm going to go ahead and say... Since it's so warm right now, I'm going to take the full 28 minutes. We're going to get more meat off of it than I normally would in one... Wow, holy crap! What the hecking heck? All right, we're giving off a lot more scent right now, so I'm going to go back as fast as I can. Because again, a wolf attack right now would be problematic. So thoroughly problematic. Like, you don't even know. Okay. Nice. All right, so now that I'm here, I can definitely chill back here for an inordinate amount of time. Let's see. Oh my god, why is my brain doing this? I do not understand. I guess it's just because I want to go to the skill, like, screen. But I keep going, like I want to craft something when my brain says, okay, we need to read a book. It's so funny. All right, that book is done. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and harvest this stick. By the way, what's my archery skill at now? Bleed out time reduced by 25%. Man, I cannot wait for Archery 5. If I can get that this series, I'm going to be a very, very happy Hadrian, let me tell you. Okay, so I need to get a little bit more wood if I can. Let's see what we can discover. It does seem like I might be a little bit encumbered. Hold on. I can drop the practical gunsmithing book. I can also drop these other sticks that I'm already carrying. Should also keep an eye out for more birch bark. It's not a bad idea. And if I feel like I can get away with it, when I walk back by the moose carcass here in a moment, I will grab some guts off of it. Because I'm about to be inside the cave for a good long while, just sleeping and recovering condition. Well, yes, recovering condition, but mainly just recovering my broken ribs. All right, so there's definitely... There's still 2 more cedar limbs here. I see another limb close to where I had my fire. That's probably cedar, maybe fir. And there's more beyond that. So let me fully explore this area down here now that it's a little bit warmer. It's kind of nice how much we're not warming up right now, I gotta say. All right, so there's a climbing spot. Oh, I see. Oh. Hello? 2 climbing spots? Oh, okay. That one doesn't go all the way down to the ground. So it's 1 climbing spot. So noted. I said I knew where I was. I didn't say that I knew the lay of the land super well. All right, so there's some rose hips. Here's some scrub brush. So scrub brush is probably one of my best opportunities to grab larger amounts of sticks in a short amount of time. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
Yeah, it is time to look for shelter. Let's head back. And on my way back, I can spot for...
Sure getting cold.
For birch bark, I can spot for sticks. I can spot for wolves that want to eat my face off. Any of the above. I can spot for the ghosts of moosen. Any of the above.
Too cold to think.
Okay, how much time would it take for me to quickly... Ooh, even just... Wow, yeah. Okay. I don't need that many guts, but a moose has so many guts. It's like, I don't want to miss out on that opportunity, you know? Okay. Pretty tired. Have a lot of condition that I need to recover. Have plenty of food to cook. Don't have a ton of wood with which to make a fire so that I can cook. But the main thing is that I have plenty of food to cook. So let's step back inside here. We're at a great stopping point, I think. Alright, I don't need those sticks. We are warm enough back here. It is, yeah, 54 degrees in the back of this cave. So I'm pretty happy about the temperature at the moment. And I do have 15 sticks. That's not nothing, you know? So, tell you what, let's go ahead and grab those sticks as well. And I can have my kind of fire pile going, including the practical gunsmithing book. So I actually do feel pretty good about the stuff that I have for fires at the moment. Let's drop that. Drop that. Lovely. Oh wait, hang on. I don't want to drink that completely because one of the main things I would like right now is actually to improve my rest. We're going to drink this herbal tea. The weather sounds delightful outside, let me tell you. And now I'm just going to confront my paranoia head on. That's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and sleep for 8 hours. I'm going to say 9, but we're only going to get 8. And there we go. See, it feels like 43 back here, so it did definitely, like, in the middle of the night, it definitely got colder. So my paranoia is not unfounded. Now it feels like 42. So the bedroll helps, and having the appropriate condition items on me is helping. And one of the things I'm going to do, I don't think I can do it right now. I'm actually going to stop the episode right now, but one of the things I'm going to do in the beginning of the next one is work on repairing my clothing up to the maximum possible extent, just so that, you know, I can get these extra fractions of degrees out of the various things that I'm carrying. Now, the nice thing about the guts that I am going to get from this moose hide, or this moose carcass, is that I'm finally going to be able to repair my deerskin pants. The boots are okay. Pants, not so much. So that is something that I look forward to addressing, but also I can repair the thermal underwear and, yeah, the jackets. So there's stuff that I can fix that can make me a little bit warmer and make sure that my paranoia doesn't turn into something that was actually a completely rational fear because it killed me and ended against all odds season 7. So I'm glad that I was at least a little bit cautious about that, having seen that it is a little bit colder when I went to sleep. So we'll make sure that we buffer ourselves against that and then continue to harvest the moose corpse in the beginning of the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day but Wednesday at 1 p.m. US Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.